Hello and welcome to Dwire Field for your annual Grimes Bowl action. We're in our second game here and we have third graders here, but before we get started, first we want to take the time to meet some players on the team.
Bentley Earls, quarterback.
So you just head right over there.
Hi, I'm Hunter Chandler, linebacker, defensive end, and I love my mom and dad. Hi, my name is Lucas, and I'm...
You want to give a shout out?
Yeah. Hey, Mom. My name is Dylan Mavis, and I play quarterback, and I'd like to give a shout out to my mom and dad.
Hi, my name is Landon Lutz, and I'm going to be playing defensive tackle. Hi, Mom.
Hi, my name is Dominic Balker, number 21. I'm a receiver and corner. Love you, Mom.
Miles Salkin, linebacker.
Just your name and your position, and a shout out if you want to.
Okay. My name is Blake, and my number is 30, and position tackle. And I want to say hi to my buddy Braden.
Should I say my name and position and then shout out or something?
Yep.
My name is Weston Filno. I play linebacker and fullback, and I would just like to say hi to my mom and dad.
Bryce Tyree, position tight end. Shout out to my brother at Thomas More University.
My name is Bryson Cox, linebacker. I want to say hi to my uncle, Danny, and my mom and my grandpa.
Finn Holder, offensive line. Hi, Dad. Jackson Quinell, played defensive back. Hi, Mom.
Just your name, position, and then shout out if you want to.
My name is Oliver Seacrest, and I am a tight end and linebacker.
My name is Kayleon Brooks, and I'm a center. Hi, Mama.
I'm Jared Newport, and I play offensive line, number 99.
My name's Lizzie. Go Comets. My name's Addie. Go Mason. Hi, I'm McKenna. Go Mason. Hi, my name is Bella, and I like doing this cheers. Go Mason. Hi, I'm Kate. Go Mason. Ewan. Hi, I'm Sophia. Go Comets. Haley. My name is Emily. Go Mason. My name's Kate. Go Mason. I'm Callie. Go Comets. My name is Bella. Go Mason. My name is Sydney. Go Mason. Hi, my name's Brooklyn. Go Comets. Hi, I'm Ruby. Go Comets.
I'm Ava. Go Comets!
Hi, my name's Harper. Go Comets.
Hi, my name is Leonie. Go Comets! I'm Miles, and I play offense and defensive line. My name's Braden Quick. I play quarterback and middle linebacker.
I play D tackle position, defensive line.
Hi, my name is Osama. My position is offense, defense, line. CJ, defense and offensive line.
Just your name and then position, and if you want to give a shout out, you can.
My name is Trevor, and I play offensive line and defensive line.
My name is Peyton Smith. I play defensive end and center. Go Comets.
Hi, my name is Blaine Neal. I play O-line and defensive outside linebacker. Hi, Dad.
My name is Jackson, and I play running back and safety. Good day.
I'm Hunter, and I'm defensive end. Go Comets! Hi, my name's Camden, and I play linebacker. My name is Hayden. I play cornerback and running back. Go Comets!
Hello, my name is Salif Hamani, and I play corner. Go Comets! Hi, my name's Jackson Doris. I'm a running back for the Mason Comets. Nothing else to say.
Hi, my name's Max Cherney, and I'm number 25, and I play safety.
Hi, my name is Jaden Campbell. I number 27. I play running back and D-line. And go Comets!
My name is Ryan McNew, and I'm number 28, and go Mason.
My name is Donald, and my football thing is linebacker.
Hi, my name is Chase Jericho, and I am a linebacker and quarterback. Hi, I'm Alex McNew, and go Comets.
Jonathan Hermanson, defensive end and middle linebacker.
My name is Aiden Moore, and I play left guard on offense and left tackle on defense. My name is Corbin Brown, and I am a left tackle.
All right, well, there you have it. Those are the fierce competitors on the field today. We're going to be back just for the action in just a short bit. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Grimes Bowl action. Here we have third grade coverage. It is going to be the Mason Comets versus the Oak Hill Highlanders here at Dwire Field. We're just jumping straight into the action here. We're running 22 2-halves here. The Highlanders are going to start with the football on the 35-yard line, and the Comets are going to set up here on defense. The Highlanders coming in that I formation, man in motion on the left side. It's going to be handoff to the man in motion. He's going to have a lot of field up ahead, but a flag is on the play. A little bit of dirty laundry right there, as I believe we're going to have a false start called right there on the Highlanders, and they're going to be forced to back up a couple yards here on first down. Mike Dardis. So right there on first down, there is that false start penalty. So we're going to replay first. They're going to be backed up to the 30-yard line. There did appear to be a lot of space in front of the running back for the Highlanders. So we'll have to wait and see how they come back here on first and long here. So now the Highlanders set up here, 1st and 15. I formation, once again, man in motion. The ball's going to go to the running back here on that left side. He has some space, stiff arm coming out, and a big gain right there on first down. He picked up about 7 yards on that play, getting to just about the 38-yard line. Big play right there from the Highlanders. And now we're going to have 2nd and about 7 here on that play. Now we're going over with the coaches about what might come out. We can meet the quarterback for a little bit. I was given a little bit of information from Oak Hill coaches. As before we get into that, we have a little bit of break in the action. And with this game, I'm joined by a special guest, Mike Dardis. Mike, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I've got a 3rd-grade stepson in the game. This is exciting stuff, and can't wait to see how Mason comes out here on defense.
So now the Highlanders are going to give the ball off here to number 10, and that's going to be Bentley Ayers on the play. He's going to fall forward for a gain of 1. 3rd down here for the Comets.
And Aiden, as a former youth football coach, obviously you don't throw the ball a whole lot in 3rd grade.
Right.
I think what the coach did there is he ran the ball up the middle, and now you're probably going to see some kind of fake to the middle, and you got to go around here to the wide side of the field and utilize the running back speed. You got to pick up about 6 or 7 yards. So that's what I would see, is trying to get somebody to the outside here on 3rd and long.
Yeah, he does have a lot of space over there on that right side for 3rd and long, and it's great to have a coach in the house for this one. You should be able to break down these calls great, but like you said, there's probably not going to be a whole lot of passing in this game, as the ball is going to go here to that right side like you just said, but great defense right there from the Comets, forcing them back inside and just containing them there on 3rd down. So we'll have 4th down coming up.
So the defense was expecting it. You got to give credit to the Mason coaching staff there. As we take another look at this, they're trying to send a guy into motion and take advantage of that wide side of the field, but the defensive end stayed at home. Linebackers pinched up nicely, and they made the play. Here it is. Here's that replay.
Yeah, as you see, number 21, Dominic Barcher coming in motion right there, getting the handoff. And like you said, there's 3 defenders right there for the Comets, all up in the business right there, the running back. They knew exactly what was coming right there, and they were able to get that tackle, as now the Comets are going to go ahead and take over on their own 34-yard line.
And by the way, Jackson White's number 17, the first one to make contact. He's the one who broke up that play on defense and stopped the Highlanders. So now let's see what they do on offense.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they come out with. It appears like they got some bigger guys up front. Number 98, Brown, one of the ones that stick out for me. So I'm going to look to see if they take advantage of that bigger offensive line to get that push and try and get a couple guys open here in some space. As now the Comets are going to go ahead and line up here, as we have quarterback under center here, 3 backs behind him.
This is tough for the defense when there's 3 guys in the backfield. You got to keep an eye on the football.
Yeah, the ball is going to be handed off right here to the 3rd back in the backfield, and he's going to get the ball, and he's going to get a decent gain right there. Great push by the offensive line, and he's going to get up for about 7-yard gain right there on that play.
So wouldn't you know it, I think it's the kid who made the tackle on the other end to end the drive. Number 17 there, Jackson Whites, who gets the first carry. And when you come out of the gates and get a 7-yard burst on first down, it sets up a lot of options here on 2nd and short. But I look, same kind of thing. When you're coaching youth football, what you like to do is you run one way on one play, and then you think that the defense is going to go that way. And then on this play, I like to utilize the wide side of the field if you can. That's what I would try to do.
Well, you were right the last time, so I'm not betting against you right here, as they have a lot of space on the top part of your screen as the snap. They tried to go for a false snap right here, and they got some movement up front.
And
Great
they
job.
were gonna
go
right
to that far right side, and it's going to be offsides right there on the defense. Great job by the quarterback drawing the defender offsides, and that's going to be a new set of downs here for the Comets.
Yeah, Braden Quick is the quarterback, number 7, and he is quick. So we'll see if he utilizes that blazing speed today for the Mason Comets. But nice to come out of the gates with a 7-yard pop and then a penalty. And early on in the first half, let's see if they can punch it down the field.
Yeah, it's great to see them just marching down the field. It's going to be interesting to see if they can capitalize on this little momentum that they have right now.
I love what they're doing here, the way the coaches have them hustling up to the ball, too, out of the huddle. None of this walking stuff. First game, it's hot. Run up to the line. Let's go.
Yeah, we're all trying to get this one going right now. And once again, we have that similar setup with 3 backs in the backfield. And it's going to be quick, keeping it, trying to get to that right side. He's going to cut it upfield for a little bit of gain right there. Great awareness to cut that one back upfield towards the middle and pick up 3 yards.
And, you know, I'm guessing that he's wearing the bright orange gloves so that mom and dad can see him all the time.
Of course.
No matter where he is, you're not going to lose a kid wearing bright orange gloves. You know, where if he's in the parking lot and you're looking for him, if he's on the football field, you're always going to see your kid when he's wearing the bright orange gloves.
Of course. It's just a fashion statement for everybody out there on the field. He came here to play, and he's looking the part too. So now we're going to have 2nd and about 7 here. We have 1 running back in the backfield here. They do have a lot of space on that top part of your screen, you see, as the snap's going to come, and it's going to be a wheel route over here, and it's going to be number 17 on the carry right there, and he gets lit up on that right side. Great job by the corner, able to get around his blocker and blow him up.
This is something they're going to learn here in youth football. He should have cut it up a lot earlier. Watch this. He's going wide. Cut it right under the block there, and then take an angle. Right.
Yep.
Yeah, he could have taken an angle to the sidelines, picked up maybe 5 or 6. But then again, he's in 3rd grade. So we're going to cut him some slack right now.
That is true. We'll give him a play or 2 on that one. As I agree. If he cut that one up, he did have his blocker on his side right there, able to pick that one up and maybe get some more yards.
Number 24, Jackson Darts, was taking the defensive end and hold him out of the play there. So he did a nice job opening up a hole, but unfortunately on that play, it kind of blew up a little bit.
I agree. So now, Quick looking to pick up some yards here on 3rd down. He's going to take the snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and he did get some decent gains right there. He's going to be close. I think he's going to be about 2 yards shy, so it's going to be interesting to see if they come out and go for it here, 4th and 2.
Yeah, I think at this stage of the game, since there's not really much of a kicking game on youth football, I think we can expect him to go for it on 4th and 2. Here's another look. And again, this is all about kids at this age. They just kind of dance around a little bit. They're just not used to football yet, and maybe 2 or 3 years they just take that straight line and pick up that yardage. But now this is an interesting question, Aiden. Do you run wide or do you just do the same kind of thing? Because they've been blowing holes up in the middle. So I kind of look for them to run it like off tackle and just try to do kind of what they did on that last play and just pick it up. We'll see.
I agree with you. I think if they try to cut it outside, they might have a guy try and just run horizontal rather than vertical and pick up those yards that they need.
They just got the first down.
As a flag comes in, once again, Quick doing his job up there. Able to get the hard count going and able to get a guy to jump off sides. That's big, especially in youth football when guys are used to just hearing hut and then going. As great play right there, and you just got to stay home if you're the defensive line.
And I got to say, I've been out to a few practices for Coach Quick. They do a drill at the end of practice where he has them all line up and he says down, set, and he throws them an off count, and if anybody goes off sides, they have to run. And they do it over and over and over and over. So far in this game, you're seeing that his coaching is paying off. His offense very disciplined on that last play.
Yep, you just got to condition the kids to know what's going on at all times. You can't afford mistakes like that, especially on 4th and short, especially if you're backing up 5 yards compared to going forward 5 yards. So now a new set of downs here, so we have a little bit of movement, but it's going to be Quick out there trying to bounce it out to that left side. Not that much success on the outside runs right now for the Comets.
Took a little bit too long to develop. Again, I'm going to take it back to 3rd graders, and they're going to learn. But when you take the snap, you gotta hustle right to the outside and get out there and get around things. A lot of wash there in the middle, but they'll get that with time. And he just didn't have a hole. In fairness, there wasn't a lot of blocking on that left side. Here's another look at it here, Aiden. And you can see he's rolling. He's kind of looking around. The defensive end 13 for Oak Hills did a great job. He's standing right there. You're supposed to be a bookend, and that was what he was there. And then he had to cut it inside. Braden did, and there was nowhere to go.
Yep, that's exactly what you want out of your defense, just forcing them back into the teeth of the defense here. So now we have 2nd and 11, ball on about the 44-yard line right here. Snap is going to be taken to Quick. It's going to be a little pitch out to the outside. Looking for some outside room right there. Nothing going on. Great job by these cornerbacks for the Highlanders, able to come up and make some tackles.
Number 24 there, Jackson Darst, taking the pitch, and it was a nice execution, getting it out there in a hurry. Jackson avoiding one tackle, but really a good job. You got to give credit where credit's due. The defensive line really getting some penetration there, and that'll come with time. Usually defense wins out early in the season. Blocking is something that takes a while to get used to. You usually see youth football by the middle of the season, things get cooking on the offensive line, whereas the defense can just run upfield and do what you've done since the time you were born, you know?
Yeah, 32, Weston Filno on that tackle right there. It's his 4th year playing football, so he's been going for a decent amount of time for 3rd grade. So now we have 3rd and 11, that similar 3-back stance right now. It's going to be snapped. It's going to be handed off to that right side with some space, able to get to the 2nd level and gain some yards right there. Great rush right there. And now we'll set up 4th down.
Jackson Whites picked up maybe 4 yards or so, 4 or 5 yards. And as you said, it's 4th down and long. So, you know, I think there's no doubt about what you have to do here. You got to run wide because there's just too many people in the middle of the field. You take a chance on your matchups around the outside. So I think you got to probably go wide right, or whichever is your power side. Wherever you have your offensive linemen that you have the most confidence in, I think you have to run wide. What are they doing here?
I agree, but I believe they're just going to go ahead and not try and go for the conversion here. Okay. So they're going to go ahead and give the ball to the Highlanders and back them up deep into their own territory here. Interesting call, but we'll see how it pays off here. With 10:24 remaining in your first half of play, the ball is going to be spotted at just about the 17-yard line, about 18-yard line of the Highlanders. So we'll see that Comet defense come right back on the field.
So Aiden, we can pick up the rules here. So a punt is an automatic, 20 yards? So
20 yards, yep.
So yeah, take it from the 37, 38 down to the 17 or 18. And Coach Quick playing position football, hoping that his defense can shut him down here and get it back.
Yep, I agree with that call. I mean, it was quite a bit of yards he had to pick up, and the way their offense was moving, they weren't picking up big chunks of yards this early into the game. We'll see how that differs later in the game when players start to get tired. You're able to break tackles easier, all that kind of stuff. But either way, the Highlanders are going to come out here on offense, and you see Quick, orange gloves there in the middle of the defense right there, middle linebacker. He seems like the leader on the team, both the quarterback and the middle linebacker.
Yeah, the dad's the coach, and you're a coach on the field, so this is a football family we're looking at right here.
You love to see those kinds of families, as now the Highlanders are going to have the I formation, and it's going to be a QB keep over there on that left side, and he has some space utilizing that quickness. He's going to cut it back upfield, and then he's going to get to the outside edge. He's still going, and he's going to be taken down at about the 48-yard line. Great juke move right there from number 14 of the Highlanders. That's Dylan Moves on that play. His favorite NFL player is Andy Dalton. I think he moves a little better than Andy does right there, tucking that football down and able to pick up some big yardage.
Maybe back in college, Andy can move around like that, but he's a good pro pocket passer. Here's another look at that.
Of course, yeah.
We're going to show a replay here, and you can see a couple guys running alongside. He's got speed for a big guy. You know, he kind of stayed ahead of him a little bit, and instead of cutting it, well, you tried to cut it back up at the very end. Look at that hit, too.
That was a great tackle right there, number 16 for the Comets.
Looks like Braden Neal made the play downfield. So now they have the ball on the 49-yard line, and this has kind of been a slugfest thus far.
Yep, finally some big plays right now for the Highlanders, trying to break it down, going deep. And that was a great play right there, able to pick up some big yards. As now it's going to go to the fullback right there on the fullback dive, and nothing going on right there. Great defensive presence right there from the Comets. That's number 32, Weston Filno, on the rush.
All right, so this is interesting here, 2nd and long. See if you can overcome that big play that you just gave up on defense now. Coach Quick hoping that they can stack them up. I would expect that they would probably run something wide here, I think, after getting stuffed up on a short gainer up the middle. If I were the defensive ends or the corners out here, especially on this wide side of the field toward where we are, that's what I would expect here, something like that.
I certainly agree. You see a lot of space on the bottom half of your screen right now. As they're going to come out again in that I formation, running back deep in the backfield. The snap is going to be taken, and it's going to be a pitch. He was looking out to that right side, but he decided to keep it. Nothing going on, as he's going to be met with a swarm of Mason defenders right there on that left side. Nothing going on that carry. He thought about that right side, like you were saying.
Yep, I think he started to go out there and realize there was nothing there, so nice job of trying to get, you know, whatever you can, and in that case it wasn't much. Now it's 3rd down and long.
3rd and long is a difficult position right now, especially for these younger kids, as you can almost 100% guarantee a run here on this play. I expect, like you said, for them to try and bump it out to that right side. I do like the awareness for the quarterback for Oak Hills to understand that there wasn't a lot going on there on that right side of the field. I think the defensive ends and corners, like you were saying, were expecting that sort of play, so he tried to make do with what he had. Nothing really going on, but we'll have to wait and see what they're going to come with, what kind of package they're coming with here on 3rd and about 9.
Call a timeout here? Is that what they did? Kind of talk about things a little bit, or no? It's just a little.
Clock is still
All
running.
Right,
They're just talking about
yeah.
what they might be wanting to come here. We got about 6:22 remaining in your first half of play.
All right, still goose eggs on the scoreboard right now.
Yep, 0-0 is your score. 6:15 remaining. We're gonna have an I formation going to that left side, and he tripped and fell trying to get the ball over to that left side. That's just an unfortunate circumstance right there.
That was a great play by the 48-yard line. It jumped
Turf
up there.
monster
It
got
jumped
him.
up there and got him right at the 48-yard line. He fell all the way back to the 47. So let's see if they roll the dice. The Highlanders, high-scoring offense on the high school level. Are they going to take the 20-yard punt? Yes, they are. Look at that.
Yep, they're going to go ahead and decide to punt that one away. Understandable, as you had about 12 yards you had to try and pick up there on 4th down. I liked what they were trying to do right there, trying to overload that left side and get it going, but unfortunately, nothing was really going on right there. So we're going to switch sides of the field here with about 5:30 remaining in your first half of play, and we'll have to see what this Comet offense comes with. And I think they were moving the ball very well that first possession they had.
I think what you're going to see is, just like on any level, it's all about big plays. So the Highlanders had that big 25, 30-yard run. They couldn't take advantage of it. It's one of those ebb and flow kind of things, and you're just kind of waiting and waiting and waiting. And I just feel like this is about the time where you're going to see a big play that'll turn it either way, whether it be offense or defense. So it's just up to the Mason offense to be the unit that makes that big play right now.
I certainly agree, especially in these younger levels. You'll see a lot of plays that just are sort of blown up, where you'll see like 70-yard rushes, 60-yard rushes down the field. You'll definitely see stuff like that. Rarely will you see just like grinded out drives down the field where you're chipping like 5 yards away. But you never know here. 1st down, ball spotted at about the 28-yard line. Snap going out to your left side. He's trying to get to that outside edge. Nothing going on. Great job right there for number 10. That's Bentley Earls right there for the Highlanders, able to take him down. And we'll see a replay coming in.
Number 17, Jackson White's taking the handoff, and he's just kind of trying to get to the outside, but unfortunately number 10 is so quick, running straight upfield downhill. He just had to hope that he could break that tackle, and that kid, perfect form tackle too. I can see Earls on the back of his jersey, but he ran downhill. That's something that if you teach it in 3rd grade, the coaches at Oak Hills on bigger levels are going to love this kid, because he ran downhill, he wrapped the kid up and drove him right into the ground. It was a great tackle.
That was textbook right there for the Highlanders and for Earls, and especially for an Oak Hills team at the high school level that sort of struggles on the defensive side of the football. That's something you like to see right there out of your 3rd grade team, as now the Comets coming in with that triple back formation that they love. And he's going to take the snap and looking over to his left side, and he has some space. He had a hole, and he was able to pick up some yardage. Great job by that offensive line creating a gap for him.
Yeah, nice. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed by this Oak Hills team. And they've got a lot of size up on the line. Here's a look at some of the kids who are plugging it up in the middle. Look how they've got size, though, for a 3rd grade team.
They do.
I kind of noticed that when they came out for the pregame coin flip. I noticed a lot of the guys had some decent size, but they're also fast. And they're doing a good job of staying in their lanes on defense and very disciplined. I'm impressed. Good coaching job thus far. All the practice is paying off for the Oak Hills Highlanders here in the Grimes Bowl.
I agree. And 2 of the guys you see on your screen, number 99, Jared Newport, and number 30, Blake Tussey, they're both first-year football players. So it's great to see how disciplined they are just in their first year of play and how well they're able to wrap up guys and make the tackle.
Okay, 3rd and 9. This is one of those plays where you expect them to try to go wide, but Oak Hills has 2 guys out there at the top of the field. It's not going to be easy. So good job going misdirection here.
It's going to be taken up towards that left side. Like you said, that misdirection, trying to get something working right now, but they're only going to pick up about 2 yards right there. So it's going to be 4th and about 6 maybe here with 2:20 remaining in your first half, and they're going to just elect to take that 20-yard punt down the field. Understandable. They're just going to keep playing the field right now.
And not that there's a whole lot of strategy on the third grade level, but the other thing is the clock is a running clock. So it's 2:05,
Yep.
2:04. So by doing that, you take 30 seconds off the clock in this punt, and then by the time they snap the ball, it's going to be about a buck 30 to go, 57 yards here from their own 43-yard line. And since they don't really throw the ball on this level,
it's going to be tough.
Yeah, just key on the run and try to hold them out of the end zone and get a fresh start in the second half. Yeah,
I agree. It's just going to be tough sledding right now for the Highlanders with 1:30 remaining. They're going to go ahead and take a timeout here, stop the clock at 1:34, excuse me, remaining. And like you said, they're just going to be looking for something to blow a big play up, maybe at that top part of the field right there where you have that space.
This is where, again, you don't want to get too critical of third grade football, but if I'm the coach, I'd probably call timeout with 2 minutes to go. Like after the third down play,
I agree.
save 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, it's again no big deal. And if they're listening to the broadcast, they're going to tell me to be quiet. But this is, you know what? I got to coach when my son Alec, who's now a senior on the Mason Comets, he's a receiver. I got to coach him when he was 9 and 10 years old, and you learn a lot as a coach. I mean, we're learning too. I had never coached before. This Coach Quick is a great disciplinarian on the Mason side of the ball. I don't know much about the coaching staff for Oak Hills, but you learn a lot in a practice game like the Grimes Bowl, so that 3-4 games in, you take that time out, and maybe it saves you a couple plays, and you score a touchdown.
They're all learning here on the football field, especially the kids. And like you said, everybody on this team is very disciplined on both sides of the football.
Impressive.
I like how clean this game is so far and how well they're tackling, how well they're blocking, and all that kind of stuff. All the fundamentals you like to see from both sides.
I need to see a little bit of improvement here in the secondary part of that Mason defense. Oak Hills has done a great job of flying to the football and staying in their lanes. Let's see if they get tested here wide, or once they get past that first line of defense. I'm looking for those linebackers and that deep safety to pinch in a little bit more.
1:43 remaining. It's going to be a pitch out to the left side, looking for some space on the outside, and he's going to get that outside edge. Now going to cut it back up the middle. He's got some room, and he's going to be taken down after a big carry right there. He's going to be taken down at about the 34-yard line of the Highlanders, and now they're moving, trying to get the guys back up onto the line with 1:15 remaining.
Yeah, this is what I was just talking about before that last play. A lot of these Mason Comets are running alongside the ball carrier instead of getting in on the play. They got to start changing that up. There's the ball on the ground.
Yeah, just a muffled snap right there, and he's just going to have to fall on it, and that's just more time. Time's ticking here with 55 seconds remaining. They're trying to get a score going. You see the coaches flying around trying to get their guys ready. I formation coming in. Man in motion, and the snap's going to be taken, but that's going to be an offsides penalty right there on the Comets. So clock's going to still tick though, and they're going to have to back up, or they're going to go forward.
And they still have 2 timeouts, right, Oak Hills? So I just wonder, why not call a timeout and try to take a shot here? But they're going to try. Maybe on the other side of the ball, what the coach will say is, we're practicing hurry-up offense.
Right.
Maybe that's what they're doing, and that's a good thing too. Oh.
That is true. Another missed snap, but he's going to go ahead and try and throw the football, and he has a man open. That was a decent play right there, and he had the guy open, just a little bit overthrown, but I like what they're doing, throwing the football, trying something new.
And they're letting the clock just run out. I don't get it. 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2. It's going to go. I don't think they're going to get this off. I don't think so. Nope, that's it.
I don't think they're going to get that play off either. It's now zeros across the board to end your first half. We have a defensive battle here in the first half as your score being 0-0 for this Grimes Bowl third grade. We're going to go ahead and step away. Thank you guys for listening for that first half of coverage, and hope you guys have a great time. We'll be back in just a short minute.
And welcome back to the Grimes Bowl, everybody. Here at Dwire Field in Mason. No score at the end of the first half. The Mason Comets and the Oak Hills Highlanders. Privileged, and I mean privileged, to be in the press box with somebody who's very hardworking, Aiden Crowley, Mason Sports Radio. I got to say, when I was your age, we didn't have this in high school. I went to Syracuse University, and that's when I got my first taste of it. When I was younger, I would do the play-by-play with my own little microphone, watching an NFL or college game, and that's how I got my start. and I was a sportscaster for about 10 years. So Aiden, I'm glad you're doing this on the high school level. We're doing a third grade football game. People at home get to watch their kids play on TV. It's a pretty neat Mason community.
Yeah, that's one of the main things I love about working with sports radio. It's just the community, the parents, just everybody is so nice, and it's everybody behind one team, and they're all in support of everybody, and it's awesome to be a part of. And I just got to thank you for coming down and doing this. I know you're a veteran with this sort of stuff.
I love it.
You know your way around it, and it's just awesome to learn from you and pick up stuff like that.
Well,
so.
I bleed Mason green. I love the Comets. I love what Coach Kastner's doing with the program. I always joke with Coach Kastner because my son is a receiver. I say, as the dad of a receiver, I reserve the right to be an offensive coordinator in the stands, and I'm never going to apologize for that. But as far as the rest of it, I joke and I say, Alec would run through a brick wall for him, and so would a lot of those seniors.
Yeah.
They really, what he's doing with the family atmosphere. A couple weeks ago, he had all of the dads come in for a night with the seniors, and we got to talk about our sons, and then they had the kids writing letters to mom on another day. So family atmosphere, and here we go, Aiden. Second half, Mason starts with the football. Let's see what they can do from the 35.
Yep, they're on the 35. Like you mentioned, they're going to have two backs in the backfield. He's going to take the snap and go ahead and hand that one off, and he's going right up the middle, and he's going to gain 5 yards on that play. But I do like what you said about Kastner and that team. It's just a family bond that they have, and you can tell on the field because they're always picking guys up, and it translates into their play on the field.
Jackson White's in the carry. He's going to be one of those seniors one day, and he's going to realize what we're talking about too. But yeah, I think the whole key is if you look around the GMC, top to bottom, I think this year it's going to be the best it's been in a long time.
That is true.
And Mason wins a lot of these games where if you look down at the field, the eye test, you say there's no way they're going to stay with Fairfield. There's no way they're going to stay with Princeton. The athletes are too much. We win here at Mason because of the discipline, because of the work in the weight room, because of the conditioning, and because they will do anything for their teammates. They really build that kind of family. You win as a team, you really do.
I agree, and that's true for a lot of sports, even like basketball games too. I know your son Alec also plays basketball. You can see that translate over there too. It's just fun to watch as we have 3 backs in the backfield.
Nice.
He's going to be handed off to the fullback here, or excuse me, that's going to be the running back in the back. A little bit of misdirection right there. Got that left side push, and he's able to push for a first down.
Looks like big number 24, Jackson Darts, and he was able to get the first down. I think he's all energized because he slept over at my house with my stepson, Chase Cherico. So maybe he was a little bit energized, and that was a nice little 6-yard burst there on second down to pick it up. And now, you need a big hitter here. Aiden, 20 minutes to go in the game. A lot of runs. This is like old school Woody Hayes, Ohio State, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. It's time to get a little crazy and get the ball down the field here.
I agree. They got to look to break something out on that outside, although the interior rush has looked good for this team right now, but I'd like to see them try and break one off to the outside. But like you said, those cornerbacks for the Highlanders have been big, cutting those gaps. As we see another inside rush, and he's just going to fall forward for another 5 yards. Just chip away.
4 or 5 yards, you test the middle, you test the middle. There's 2 ways of thinking on this, all right? So old school coaches, as we look at the replay here, you can see the 2 blockers out in front. Nice push there by number 98 for Mason there on the left side of the line, pushing off his defender and able to spring his guy for 4 or 5 yards. But the old school coaches would say, keep running the same thing until they stop you. And they've done it 2 or 3 times in a row where they picked up 4 or 5. Some people would say, just keep doing it, keep doing it. For me, I think you show them in youth football the same play 2 or 3 times in the middle. Now fake a handoff to the middle man. Fake a dive there and go wide. I think that always works on the youth football level.
I agree. You condition them to believe that you're going up the middle, and you just throw one to the outside. As now we're going to have a QB sneak right there up the middle once again to that left side, and he's going to fall forward for about a gain of 3 or 2 there. So we're going to have 3rd down and just about 2 here on this play. They sort of switched it up right there, but I still feel like they went to the same spot. So I feel like you said, if they try and bounce it to that bottom side.
And they tried something a little different. It was a quick count, and when you have a team that's flying to the football, the way Oak Hills is, you either do something a little misdirection to get them going one way, or you do something like that, where it's a quick count, and it did fool them, and there's probably some more yardage there. Braden Quick made a quick move off the ball, but if he might have been able to pick up a couple more yards because it did throw the Highlanders off on defense. Big play here.
Yep, big 3rd down right now for the Comets, as they're going to have one back in the backfield, and they're loading up that right side as Quick is going to keep it, and he has that gap, and he's going to try and hit it, and he's going to fall forward. And like you said, he is going to pick up that first down, so chains are going to move right there.
Now this is something, I don't know if he knew where the sticks are. I'm going to give him credit for knowing. But watch this. Downhill, cut, and just go.
Fall forward.
You just needed 2 yards. Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Don't dance. That's coaches just, it drives them crazy sometimes when kids, instead of going north and south, they go east and west, and they're dancing along the line. These, as you get older, defenses are quick.
Right.
So when you have a little bit of a gap, just take it and go north-south. I
agree. Just pick up the yards you can. And I like how they loaded up that right side to ensure that they got that first down right there. So now, new set of downs here in the Highlanders territory. 3 backs in your backfield. Quick is going to receive the snap, looking for that left side. It's going to be a fullback dive up the middle. He's going to try and bounce it out to the left side, but really, nothing really going on. No gain right there on first down.
Just a good play by that Highlanders defense, plugging it up. They've got some big boys there on the defensive line, and those linebackers are filling those gaps. They're doing a good job, and that's why it looks like size-wise it might be a tiny bit of a mismatch for Mason. Oak Hills looks a little bit bigger, maybe a little faster on defense, so you're going to have to outsmart them a little bit here on offense.
Yeah, like you said, those quick counts and that misdirection is going to be big for the Comets, trying to create some space, get some green grass for them to run down, and just try and blow this game up, because like you said, there's 16 minutes remaining, and you just got to get one play going, as they have a lot of space on the bottom half of your screen with Quick now under center, 2 backs behind him. They're loading up that right side once again.
Generally, you're going to run that way if you're going to load that many blockers up. Is that, yep.
There we go.
Defense,
once again.
offsides.
That's about the 3rd time this game that this Comet team has able to get that defensive line of the Highlanders to jump.
And very unusual during the broadcast, people knocking on the press box door, so stand by while I get that.
I can go ahead and take over for just a minute, but like you said, I mean, Quick has been able to just condition these players to understand when that snap's going to happen. He's been able to keep these guys disciplined and not allow them to jump. And right there, you can just tell the coaching difference right now, how disciplined this offensive line is compared to that defensive line of the Highlanders.
Remember, we've been talking about this youth football, wide side of the field. Coaches like to go there 80–85% of the time, 2nd and 5. Either a quick dive or, again, fake something in the middle. You got 3 backs here, maybe a little misdirection where you come outside. There's only 1 guy out here on the wide side of the field on defense.
Just 1 man to beat,
Here
and they are going to go on that right side, and he's going to try and cut it back up the middle. He's still up, breaking some tackles, and that was a hard-fought 2 yards right there from the Comets, as I believe that was number 21 on that carry, as now we're going to see the replay come in.
Hayden Schaaf, and watch this. We're going to run wide, and young man chose to cut it up to the middle, and 3 guys were there. There's a little face mask there that they missed. But he was able to, you know, considering he was met at the line of scrimmage, to pick up 2 or 3 yards there. It was a pretty good play. And again, what we talked about, north and south, instead of dancing around, that kid really ran hard with his head down.
He was able to pick more yards up than what I expected, as he was able to move the chains now. Ball on the 32-yard line. They're just marching down the field right now, chewing up some clock now with 15 minutes remaining.
Nice.
It's going to be a QB sneak on that left side, and he has some space, and he's able to bounce it out for another 5 yards. This Quick offense is just moving.
And that was good, a good head on his shoulders there for Braden Quick, the quarterback. Watch what he does here. So it's a quick count. Watch the defense. Catches him napping just a tiny bit. There's a hole right there. And instead of trying to go outside and dancing around, he took the extra 2 yards, knowing that he had to get near the sticks. So it sets up a 2nd down and 4 or 5 yards. And now you're at the 27-yard line. You're within scoring range here.
This is great offense right now from the Comets. They're just marching right down that field. And like you said, it's about 2nd and 4 here with 14 minutes remaining. It's just amazing to see how smart this offense is right now for the Comets, how quick is on his feet, able to make those decisions very fast.
And really, for a 3rd-grade football game, not a lot of penalties for a first kind of scrimmage of the year. They're 2nd, but a real big game.
That is true. As we see a sweep over to that right side, and great move right there, trying to cut it back up, but once again, he was just overwhelmed with Highlander defenders, just swarming to the ball as we see that first sidestep come in.
Yeah, here we go. Carrying it in the left hand, cutting to the inside, and met by a big hit. Right,
There's
right,
3 of them.
Right there, 3 guys there to meet him.
I like that move right there to start. He was trying to make something out of nothing, but either way, we're going to have 3rd and about 3 here for the Comets. I'm surprised he was still able to pick up some yards, as now we have a Highlander down on the far side of the field at about the 30-yard line, so we might have some time to just talk it over as we have a little bit of timeout. Clock is going to stop at 13:28.
All right, so we have a lot of Mason football fans watching this game if their kids are playing youth football. So let's talk about what the Mason football team, the varsity, has on the field this year. So it's a small senior class, only 19 seniors. I love their offense this year. They've got a new offensive coordinator. They're going to put the ball in the air a lot more. Jack Cooper, the basketball player, he's 6'6", is coming out of football retirement. He's going to play his senior year. I like when they get down near the 10 or 15-yard line, just throwing up. That's a mismatch. There's not one defensive back in the whole GMC who's bigger than 6 feet 6'1". Most of them are 5'9", 5'10". You get down near the 10 or 15, you just throw it up in the air to him. Offensive line, you got 3 big guys there returning. Rodriguez, who's getting looks all over the country. Welsh, the center, and different guys, and Colin Brown, the returning quarterback. Defensively, Barrick Falk on the defensive line. Linebackers are solid. Jack Haglund is going to the Naval Academy, of course, and got a couple other great linebackers in there. And then the question is the defensive line for the Mason Comets on the varsity level. So should be a fun year, though. I think they can match up against a lot of teams. And that hasn't been a question for a while, because you've had a lot of senior leadership with that group, as now you see Quick trying to get to that left side. He's going to be tackled. Looked like he got close to that marker. We'll have to wait and see what they decide right there. But, I mean, last year they did take a hit with guys like Woody and them heading out. But I agree with what you said about Jack Cooper coming in there, because, I mean, I feel like defenses just got used. They're like, finally, we got rid of Nick Niehoff, who is that big. And then it's like, oh, wait, there's a guy even taller than him that is coming in that they have to deal with. So. And it's going to be interesting to see. And as you're watching you're tuning into this Grimes Bowl on ICRC. You can also tune into varsity action on ICRC starting August 30th. Every game, guys, or just a couple? So, okay, Springboro and some select games, folks. ICRC.com. So for a lot of you parents out there who can't make the games, that's a great option, ICRC.com for Mason football. So now Quick is going to take it, and it's going to be handoff to that left side, and he had some space to work with. They gave him the first down on that play, and he got, again, just another 4 yards. I feel like I'm watching Matt Sora again, just picking up 4 yards every time. Jackson Darst, again, takes it, follows his blocker. He kind of outran his blocker a little bit. But, again, as good a play as that was for Mason, I'm really impressed with Oak Hills. All of these linebackers on the second level are staying at home, staying in their lanes, and they're running downhill right at the ball carrier. So, again, the way to beat them, this is a methodical drive, so you can't complain if you're Mason. You're getting off a lot of plays. You're getting to practice that offensive line working as a cohesive unit. But to beat this Oak Hills team, it's going to take patience, and it's going to take maybe a big play here soon. So now Quick lining up with 2 backs in the backfield. A lot of space down to that bottom half of your screen, but we're going to get a false start. First false start of the game, and every coach on that sideline just throws their hands on their head right there as a rare mistake from this Quick team. And what did I just say? I said, oh, you know, they get to work on this offensive line. I'm so impressed. There are really not that many penalties in this game. And then the next play, of course, there's a penalty. Commentator's curse coming in. There you go. But it's 2nd and 12, and you're controlling the tempo now. 11:14 to go in this Grimes Bowl game. Mason Youth Football, 3rd grade, white team. Tony Quick, the head coach, taking on the Highlanders of Oak Hills. So let's see what happens here, if they can maybe bounce back from that penalty. Like you said, we're going to have 2nd and about 12 here. Quick under center. They're loading up that left side. I expect them to go to the top part of your screen. It's going to be a keeper to that left side. He has some space, one defender to beat. He's going to that end zone, and he's going to be cut, and it's going to be a great tackle from behind right there from the Highlanders, but great job from Quick, able to get that outside edge and get into the inside the 10. And again, it's a reverse curse on the other side of the ball, too, as you look at this, because I'd been talking about how impressive Oak Hills was getting to the ball. That time, one guy misses where the ball is, and Braden Quick really makes him pay for it. And he takes it right to the pylon, running away from the defenders. That's what you teach. You can pick up an extra 5 to 7 yards running on that angle out there, and that's what he did, and he got it down to the 2. 4 pops now from the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can stay disciplined. I expect something up the middle here, just so they don't mess around with anything. I agree. They're loading up that middle, like you said, as Quick is going to take this one, and he's going straight in the QB sneak, and he's going to be just short at about maybe the 1. I think they picked up just a yard right there, so we're going to do it all over again. Guess what I do? Same play.
Same play.
Yeah, same play. I mean, you're down. Why mess around? No handoffs. You're on the half-yard line. Do a Tom Brady special. Just take the snap, take it up, touchdowns. You know, you just gotta have that exchange go right between center and quarterback. But yeah, I know they're thinking the same thing, and I would do a quick count.
Yeah.
Just do a quick count, get up there, and that's worked a couple times already. That's what I do right here. Don't mess around.
I agree. We'll see if the offensive coordinator, Mike Dardis, has what it takes right now. We'll see if they do that.
Boom.
As it's going to be a quick count right up the middle, like
There
you
it
said,
is.
and he's going to dive right in the end zone. Textbook right there coming out for the Comets, and that's going to be the first score of the game with 9:14 in the second half. Comets take the lead.
That's a big play. And again, the quarterback, Braden Quick, made that happen on that drive. A couple of key runs, the one that gets down to the 2-yard line. And here's a replay again. And good job. It was real close, but you fall forward enough from the half-yard line, and you see the enthusiasm with the guys jumping around in the backfield. In youth football, these conversions are huge because they only convert maybe 30-40% of the time. So if you can get this conversion, it makes the other team have to get it in the end zone twice to beat you.
I agree. This is a make-or-break moment as they're loading up that box. The Highlanders are. It's going to be a bounce out to that right side and nothing really going on. I like the decision because there were a lot of Highlanders loading up that box, expecting another QB sneak. He was trying to get it around to the outside, but nothing going on. That containment of the cornerback's big for the Highlanders.
We see this again here as number 21. Yeah, it was a good decision, too. I mean, on that play, Hayden Schaaf had to take it to the inside. There were 3 Highlanders outside. He wasn't going to outrun him to the pylon. So good decision. And we'll work on that offensive line as the season goes along. You know, in youth football, you've got kids. You have these tryouts early on. You pick out who the skill guys are going to be, who are the fastest kids, who's the quarterback, who's the running back, who's going to be my linebackers. Those are the key positions a lot of times. And then a lot of times these other kids are playing football for the first time, and they're playing on the line for the first time. So there's a lot of things. Contact is the key. 3rd grade, a lot of kids don't like to get hit. It's the first time they've ever had contact. So on the line, you're having contact every single play. And once you get used to it after a couple games, it changes. But right now we're seeing that Oak Hills, those guys, they don't seem to mind the contact. On the offensive line for Mason, some of the guys are hitting, some of the guys are not. That'll come with time. But I will say, as much as you look at the eye test and you look at how quick and how big Oak Hills is, the eye test on the scoreboard right now is Mason 6, Oak Hills nothing. And really that's one of the things that matters. Development is the other thing at this level. And I'm really seeing a lot of good things out of both of these teams.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how these players develop. But that drive for the Comets took up a majority of the second half as we only have 7 minutes remaining in the second half. As a movement on the lines, I believe they're going to get hit with an offsides right there for the Comets. As we were talking about penalties being very few and far between, they're starting to become a little bit more common as they might be getting a little bit worn out here towards the end of the game.
And the question is, with 3rd graders, do you develop that winning instinct? Meaning, a lot of times these kids, they get the lead and they think, oh, we've got this.
We won.
And on defense, you relax. So now we're watching this. I'm going to see if this Mason defense can step up and play the game like it's scoreless instead of playing with a 1-touchdown lead. Because so often when I used to coach kids at 9 and 10 years old, you get so frustrated because the guys are like, oh, we scored and we got it. And it's like, no. Still 6 minutes and 33 seconds to play, so here we go.
Right, I certainly agree. There's that I formation, a great push right there by that defensive line of the Comets, shining through. Huge tackle right there from number 12.
Chad Shell.
For the Comets, just blowing that play up.
Yeah, Chad Shell. He just obviously the exchange there didn't go well. Ball on the ground. He knows exactly where it is. Shell penetrates. A couple guys are getting held there. Who else was in on that play? I saw 21. Somebody else made the play. I can't. Anyway,
he was diving for those for the shoelaces. I saw that as well. I couldn't pick the number.
To the parents who are watching, I apologize because we can't see the numbers very well in these practice jerseys that Mason's wearing. Plus, when you're 52 years old like I am, your eyes go. So we don't have spotters up here. This is a little bit.
Unfortunately, we didn't bring the binoculars today. We couldn't exactly pick those out.
Number 12. Thank you, guys. Chad Shell made the tackle, and Hayden Schaaf was in on it. That's what I was trying to say.
So now we're going to have a rare pass play from the Highlanders, and he was hit as he was thrown right there, looking for his receiver, number 33, who is open right there. That's going to be Bryce Tyree. Yep, and we're going to have the hit on the quarterback right now coming up.
So here we go. So you see Chase Cherico dancing around in the back of the play. Is that Neal? Yes.
Yep, number 16.
And 12
Neal.
as well.
Shell once
again, and Braden Neal. And they came right after him. And that's probably why in third grade you don't throw the ball a whole lot. So
you don't have enough time.
Yeah. You got to do, unfortunately, at this stage of the game, you've got to do a rollout. You know, something where you just roll out a little bit and throw to a guy who just releases, or something simple. The drop back pass, you get about 1 or 2 seconds of protection. It's just not, it's hard to do. It really is.
Yep, if you're going to go drop back, I think you're going like one step, get it out of your hands. He was trying there, right there, but he was met by 2 Mason defenders. So now we're going to have 3rd and 10 here with 4:45 remaining in your second half of play. I formation, a bad exchange on the snap, and he fumbled it trying to get it to his running back. Everybody's diving on the football, and the Comets come up with the football right there. I can't exactly tell who ended up with the football on that play, but either way, the Comets are coming away with the football, and now they have great field position to try and make it a 2-score lead.
And we've been talking about how big plays win games and how we're looking for that on offense. Well, obviously big plays on defense can win, and when you're up 6-0 with 4:12 to go, they needed a shot in the arm like that, and they got it. And I was just talking about this as we look at the replay, how they couldn't rest with that lead. The defense had to come out, and they
played Shell once again.
Yep. Who are the 2 guys there? 27's also in on the play there. Yeah, so Jaden Campbell.
And number 14 as well.
Getting to the ball, as well as Peyton Smith. So that's what I was saying is you get the lead. A lot of times these guys relax on defense. But I would say this is the best defensive series that I saw from Mason the entire game. The way they came out, looks like they're wearing down that offensive line of Oak Hills. Now they get the ball back on offense.
I agree. They're just wearing down, and we'll see if they can make it a 2-score lead here and try and put this one away. Quick receiving the snap, going to that left side. There's some space. He's bouncing around to that left side, and he has a lot of grass in front of him as he's just going to walk this one into the end zone.
Jackson White's touchdown.
Jackson White right there. 1 play, 1 score. It's a 2-score lead, and a quick score right there from the Comets.
Typical for this age. You recover a fumble. Oak Hill's a bit demoralized, you know, a little bit down, and they came out and took 1 play off, and the 1 play cost them a touchdown, and now Mason's up 12-0. Here it is. Nice play by Whites, and there he is running on the angle, running away from number 21. No messing around, just running for the pylon, and at the very end, he felt it coming from behind, and he kind of just
gave it a leap.
Gave the big, long step just to make sure he couldn't get tripped up.
I do like, though, however, how number 21, Dominic Batcher, understood that he was beat, and instead of trying to run behind the guy, he was trying to cut him off. I do like how I saw that. Great development. You can tell how well these 2 teams are coached, but either way, the Comets are going to go up 2 scores. Like you said, the conversion coming in is going to be quick, keeping this one, and he's just going to walk that one into the end zone on that right side. So the Comets take a commanding 14-0 lead.
And that's Braden Quick again. And can you see now that Oak Hills is demoralized? Because they have not played that way on defense the entire game, and then all of a sudden the fumble happens. They give up the big play. It looked like they were just standing there on that conversion.
I agree.
You know, they've kind of given up. And, hey, that's part of the mental game of football. And as parents, when we drive home in the car after the game, we have to learn that proper balance between letting it rest for a little while and coaching the kids up a little bit. And, you know, because they're young, and you want them to enjoy the game and come back and all that kind of stuff. But also you want to teach them that when something goes wrong in life, you don't always get your way. You actually have to work hard. And defensively, Oak Hills on 2 consecutive plays after that fumble really gave up and give Mason a lot of credit. They really took advantage of it.
I agree. That's why a lot of the times you see high-scoring games, a lot of blowouts in these lower grade level football games, because a lot of times they just sort of give up. And it's I bet it's hard for coaches, and maybe you can attest to this. Once that 1 score happens and you just see a lot of the guys give up, it's hard to get them back into that mode where you're trying to compete again.
Well, they do understand watching the NFL in college, so you try to pick a game that you remember where a team came back from a big lead and that kind of thing. That's what resonates with kids. Is you talk to them about Tom Brady, and he's not the best athlete, but this is what he does. And those are the things that kids really take to.
Well, with 1 minute remaining, that score ultimately put this one away, as we see number 21 for the Comets anxious to get into that backfield, as he's going to be called for that offsides right there.
Now, you cannot, look at, he's talking to him right now. Coach has got him. He's talking to him right. This is Hayden Schaaf, and he's saying, hey, dude, I love your aggressiveness. That is really awesome. But when you're up 14-0 and the clock is running, that's not where you want to do that. But it's so cool to see the enthusiasm.
The big high five.
He's all pumped up. Yeah, it's funny.
It's great to see how much these kids enjoy the game, as they're just going to
going for
swarm
blood.
the backfield right now. They're looking to run this one up, as basically every person on the defensive line right there got in that backfield almost as soon as he received the football.
Did you see how this Oak Hills team, both lines, just as they fall behind,
depleted.
It's just we kind of gave up, and Mason, on the other hand, got energized. 8 seconds to go in this game. I don't even think they're going to try to get another playoff, and it's going to finish 14-0. And I got to tell you, Aiden, I volunteered as a parent. I've got a stepson on this team, Chase Chirico. I volunteered to do the broadcast. I had no idea what I was getting into. I come up here, I see Aiden Crowley from Mason Sports Radio and the guys in the truck doing an amazing job. Thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun, and hope to see you guys at the big field with the lights on Friday night. Mason football this year is going to be exciting.
Of course, we'll be there, and thank you for coming in and taking the time out of your day instead of sitting down with your family, coming up here and enjoying the game in the booth. It was a blast to be with you, and I'm glad we could come in with the win. So your Comet team is coming away with a 14-0 win against the Oak Hill Highlanders.
All right, take care, guys, and thanks, guys in the truck. And thanks for everybody watching.